Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back as always. Huge massive thank you for the support you guys show me. I really do appreciate it. So I did say I was going to come back with Penguin Party. This I think came as maybe a club free gift back in the day, but it has been recently released as a deluxe craft pad. So if you are interested in playing with these images, then you just need to look for Penguin Party and it'll come up with that pad. You do get the inserts in the pad. I haven't got the inserts. Okay, so I'm going to be making two cards today. One is going to be quite straightforward, the first one, and then the second one is a new fold to me. I haven't watched any tutorials on it, but I'm going to make it the way I think it looks, if you know what I mean. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start off with a 6x12 piece of 300 GSM cardstock. This is just the white one, and I'm going to score at 3 and at 6 to make an easel card. Just pull that way because the card's just a little whiter that way. Oops. Finish down. There again. Sorry, all fingers and thumbs today. Give that a good finish down as well. And so that's the easel card that I'm making. So I'm not going to put a piece on top to make that a full size. It's like a half easel. Okay, so all of the foiling on this topper set that I've got, which is the Visiting Santa one, is silver. So I'm going to be working with silver mirror card today. So I need to do a piece for the base, which I'm going to do 2 notches under 6. Oops. That's not looking good. And 2 notches under 6. Let's have a look at that, see how rough that is. I might have to cut another piece. Right, let me just see. Let me put that to the side. Let me just grab another piece. Just because I changed over the blade, but I didn't press it down enough. So that's why it has not cut properly. So let's just do that again. That's silver. Right, so 2 notches under the 6. 2 notches under the 6, and that should fit onto that base piece quite nicely. I'm just going to take another little tiny piece off because that has gone almost to the edge. So that's better. Okay, and then from this piece for here we need a piece that's going to be 2 notches under the 3 and 2 notches under the 6. Again, I might need to trim this if it's a little short, a little long, like I did with the base. Let's see. But no, that's nice, I like that. Okay, and then from this piece, because we're going to be using, just move this out of the way, we're going to be using this big topper here. So I'm going to be using this one. So for the base piece, I need a mat that's going to be 5 3/4, so that's 4 notches under the 6. And again, 1 2 3 4 notches under the 6. I'm just going to check that fits on that mat because we did cut that down a little bit. Yeah, so I just need to take that tiny weeny bit off again. Just really, you know, the tiniest amount of fly's eyelashes. Yeah, I'm from Crafter's Companion would say. So that's that one. And then we want a piece that's going to be 4 notches under the 3 or 2 3/4. And I am going to let a little bit of snowflakes, but not a lot. And then 4 notches under the 6 again. So I think this should be fine because we didn't trim that down again. Oh, that is fine. Okay, let's move that out of the way and we can start with some gluing. So the glues that I'm going to be using today are the all-purpose, Kalau all-purpose glue. That's this clear one here. And I also used the Kalau tacky glue. I just put a little bit in the corners, just that. Because with the mirror card, you have to be a little bit careful with the Kalau all-purpose because it can take the finish off some cards. So it does, especially with mirror. So I like to use this in the middle because it is my favourite glue. And then just in the corners I put a little bit of tacky. This means if this does happen to, because it's in the middle, it shouldn't splurge out when I press it down. And also those, I don't know if I want it that way actually. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. That tacky glue will make sure it sticks nice and quick for me. So give that a good press down, make sure that glue makes nice contact. We can bring this piece over, so I'll just fold it back for a second while we do the gluing. I'm going to do exactly the same, so the all-purpose glue down the centre, tacky glue in the corners. And I used to just do the Kalau all-purpose, but what I found was sometimes the corners lift up, and I didn't like that look, so that's why I put the tacky glue in the corners, just to prevent that lifting up. I've still got the benefits of both of my glues. So we're just putting our layers on, giving them a good press down, making sure they're central. So as it stands at the moment, if I turn that up to the camera there, you can see that's what we've got. Okay, so let's bring in our topper. We've got Father Christmas with a load of penguins, giving him a load of presents, which is nice for him. And they're really cute images as well. Not too cute, but they are cute. And then I think I'll go with Let It Snow, because we've got all the snowflakes on here. So as a sentiment, we'll go with Let It Snow. Okay, and then we just have to decide how we want these frames to be, and whether we want all the frames. So I'm going to pop them all out. I suspect I'm not going to use this silver one, but we will see. Or I might use it in a slightly different way. I'm thinking it would be nice to have our piece on here with Santa there, and that little bit of space in between, so it's got a bit of if I show you that, so I kind of like that sort of space in between. And then maybe what we can do is coming in with some of this. I mean, obviously we need to make a stopper anyway, or we could just have that. Yeah, I'm not feeling that frame, so I think that might not be featuring. Okay, so let's have a little look. So I want to take this right down to the bottom because I want to give it as much space stuck down as I can, so that that's got a bit of stability when we stand it up. So I am going to bring that quite nicely down to the bottom. I don't know if I want that in the middle. I think I kind of want it to the side. Yeah, definitely want that to the side. So let's grab some foam pads. So I've got those Hunkydory ones, And then I want some fatter ones, some deeper ones. Those are the tiny ones. Oh, we'll make do with the tiny ones. Okay. So I haven't got any of the Hunkydory strips left. So what I'm going to do is just cut these pads down a little. I'm thinking I probably don't need to go past there, so if I pop that to there, take that off, I can put that piece on there, and then again with this piece, let's use my scissors rather than my knife because I don't want to cut myself. And then just need a piece. Actually, might cut that down. There and on there. Okay, so let's take these pads off. Taking all of that off. These are about a 1mm, not sure if I said that. Pads, so I just want it to have a little bit of lift, but I want the main feature to be that beautiful topper with that super cute image on. A bit there as well. So some of these might be a bit stickier than usual because I was clearing my desk the other day and I found a load more that I'd half opened a while ago. So let's come in. So alright, got a bit of wiggle room time. Just want that to be. So I'm looking at this border here, just trying to make sure that that's nice and straight. And I haven't got any pads behind, so I'm quite happy with that. And then obviously we need to do the same with this one. Just being careful again not to put any pads where we don't want them to be. So what I can do is if I pop this down, we know we've got that border all the way around, so what I can do is pop some pads in the centre here. Like I say, these are the smaller ones. I have got some larger ones somewhere, but these are a little bit fatter, so I think these are 5mm. So just putting a nice amount down. And these are some of the ones that I found the other day, so this could be disaster when I take the tops off, but we will see. Right, let's see, how does that feel? Feels quite nice, but I am going to take that right up to that border, just to make sure that that topper really does lift. So that should be, yeah, that's nice. Okay, so let's just take all these backs off. Apologies, George was barking at the neighbours, taking their bin out. So I just put a bit of tacky glue on the top just to give me a bit of wiggle time, and it just means if that glue isn't, although it is sticky on the actual thing, cover sheet, and gives it a little bit of extra stickiness. Okay, so that's where we are up to. So I've got my little sentiment, so I'm not sure if I'm going to put that on the top or put that on a border on the bottom, but we need to make a stand so that this stands up on the shelf. Now I don't want to cut into that other piece again, so I am going to use a piece from here. So let's bring that in. Right, barking in the garden now. Okay, so and this is approximately, so I've got about 1/2 inch and a little bit, and I'm going to bring that to 4 notches under the 6, and then if I grab a piece of silver and just turn it over the other way, just cuts a little bit, so I'm just gonna give that a fine border. Okay, let's have a look at that. Hopefully that should be good. Yep. And then we went 4 notches into the 6. Don't cut that. There we go. Let's have a little look and see. Yep, so all tones in. So again, this is going to have to be raised so that this prop stays underneath it. I'm going to use tacky glue on the back of here so that it sticks nice and quickly to my mirror. I don't want that moving around when I start turning it over. So just get that border nice and even. Okay, and let me just grab some pads again. Let me just see if I've got any of those. Yes, we have here. So I'm just going to use, these are Crafter's Companion, they're slightly less than that. I think these are probably about a 3mm. So I'm just going to pop those onto the back of there. There we go. And just peel those backs off. If you've got any die cut snowflakes, they would go nice on here. So we want this to be able to stand up quite proud, so I'm going to go quite a way in, I think probably about halfway. I'm just going to pop that across, and then you can see that stands quite nicely all of its own accord. And then we just have to decide where we want that to go. We could put it up there, and I kind of think it's going to be nice down there, but I am going to put this one flat, which is not what I usually do, but I am going to go flat with it on this one, nice and straight. And then I'm just going to grab some gems. So let's have a look. We've got clear ones, we could use those. I'm thinking probably something a bit shinier, or maybe white. So let me, bear with me while I just grab some gems. Okay, so I've decided to go for these, which is came from Temu, yeah, Temu. And they're kind of just a clear sparkle, but they are quite sparkly. On the other side I've got ones that have kind of got a blue and a pink sort of aurora borealis look, but they don't look as good as these plain sort of white sparkly ones. And if I grab my little pickup tool, which I buried, there we are. So what I'm going to do is on these larger snowflakes here on the base, just in front of the our little border. That's a larger one. There we go, one there. And I'm going to pop a little sparkle on just to bring that again. So this is the tiniest gem one, and I think these are really nail art gems, but could be used for anything really, can't they? But in Temu I think they sell them as nail art gems. Okay, so we've got those there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. And then I'm going to grab, take that one off because that was just to see what that looks like, but I want a slightly bigger one. Let's try that size. Yep. And then if I just gently pop one on there and there again on those larger ones. So I'm going to take the next size along for there, and I'm going to take a teeny tiny one for there. Just pop those back in there. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. So put these away. Let me bring that around and show you that. So really I should have just cleaned those pips up a little bit, but I'm sure I can do that once it's dry. But if I turn that round so that you can see that, we just got that little bit of sparkle going on. And I think we've still got an odd amount, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of even amount. I haven't got any big snowflakes on this, so I am going to leave it at that. Just make sure those are in the middle. So we're going to put that one aside to dry, and I'm just going to get set up for card number 2. Okay, so for card number 2, like I say, it is a new fold to me. I sort of been seeing it a couple of times when I'd been looking for different and new card styles to try, but I hadn't had anything that sort of fit in with the theme of it. And like I say, I haven't watched any tutorials with this, so I'm just going to assume this is how it's done, or this is just going to be my way of doing it. Let's put it that way. Okay, so again, 6 by 12 cardstock, but I'm going to score at 6, at 5, that's it, 6 and 5. So again, I'm going to bring that over straight into there. I might need to just trim this because it's looking like it's not quite straight, but let me just give that a fold back like so. Okay, bring in my trimmer anyway. And what I'm going to do is just take a little bit off that edge. So there we go. Okay, so shall I do some, no, let's do the assemble bit of this card first of all, and then I will move into doing the layers. So this is going to be what is called a book binding fun fold. Okay, so I'm going to take some red liner tape and I'm going to pop it down this inside piece. Another piece there just for security. Give that a good press down. We'll whip them off. I'm going to put just a little bit of tape down, and then all we need to do is just bend that over again. And then we've got, essentially we've got a card which is 5 by 6, and then we've got our 1-inch seam. Okay, so let's pop that to the side. Let's come in with some layers. I think this time I'm going to use some of the Miri Sparkles foil rather than the Silver Miri. Let me just grab it and I'll tell you what the exact name of it is. It is the Miri Card Special Rainbow Sparkle. So this is from last year, but I know they did have something very similar recently. I'm sure they called it the same. But if you haven't got this, you can use your normal Silver Miri, or you could use your Rainbow Miri, something like that. Okay, so the easiest bit to do first is going to be 2 notches under the 1. And that's going to be for our border. We'll cut that down to 2 notches under the 6. So it's 2 notches under the 1, 2 notches under the 6. And that should fit onto there quite nicely. Actually just going to take that a little bit off. So that bit we just trimmed because it wasn't straight. And the actual main card is obviously off that side. That's perfect. And then we want a piece that's going to be 2 notches under 5, 2 notches under 6, and I may have to take a little bit off, but we'll just see what that looks like on this piece here. A tiny bit off there, just flies eyelash again. Yeah, happy with that. Okay, so if I bring in the other piece of cardstock, which is this one. So we need a piece for this front, which is going to be 4 notches under the 5. And 4 notches under the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how that sits on there. Let's just take a tiny bit off that. Take off the bottom. Let's see how that sits now. Much better. And then I also need a piece to go on the side of our fold here. So I think I'm going to take this red border. So it needs to be 4 notches under the 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we could do the blue because I am planning on using a red ribbon. Let me see what the red ribbon's going to look like on the red. Yeah, we'll do it on the red. So 1, 2, 3, 4 notches. So I'm on this side, I'm just checking my measurements on there. Chop that bit off. Still got a lovely piece of card there to make another card. And then 4 notches under the 6 because that's the length. I might have to trim again, but let's see. No, that's looking good. Okay, so let's pop that out the way and we will assemble this bit first of all. Oops. So we've got our diamond sparkle going on. Press down again with our backing sheet. This is the printed one, not the foiled. So then with this one, we'll use our tacky glue. Okay, then the original plan was for this to go all the way around, so I'm going to go ahead and do that so I can stick this down. So I want this to go all the way around the back, back to the front, but if you know what I mean. So let's put that onto there. I'll give that a minute just to settle down. So while that's doing there, let me grab our topper. So we've got this tiny one here with our penguins with the letters, because obviously they've got their letters there. So this is going to go on this side, and then we are going to use one of these tags, and I think I'm just going to use the one, and this is the well done, you're on the nice list. So it's our sentiment and our tag all in one. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, that's gone down quite nicely. So move you out of the way. Just want to check that that's going to go all the way around. I've got enough ribbon there, and I have. Okay, so let's bring in a little bit of red liner tape, and it's going to be hidden by the tag, so we don't have to worry about it too much. But just put two little pieces on there because this is the thinner one. Oops. Just get those backs off. Okay, so I'm going to come in with this one first of all. Just going to pop that on, and then I won't go all the way around and back. And I can give that a little cut off, so you've got that ribbon detail going all the way around and back to the front. And then I've got another piece of ribbon here, not that one, and we want to do our bow, so I'm just going to make 2 bunny ears, pass it through, and we can start to pull our bow. If you struggle making bows, then it's worth digging out or looking for a bow maker. So I have one that's from the Glitter Girls. They're no longer a company, I don't think, but Crafter's Companion have one on the Ultimate board, I think, or the Compendium. There's probably others out there. Worst comes to worst, you can use a fork, or anything that's got a couple of prongs on. So let's have a look. Is that going to be... So it's just a question of just getting it so that you're happy with it. Nice and even. Here we go, so that's looking good. So I just chop and chop. And the ribbons come undone. Okay. Okay, so I'm just grab my knife because that's... it's just buckling up a little bit and I wasn't liking it, so let me just go ahead, straighten that down. Straighten that down. It is going to have some 3D glue gel on it, so that will sort out any lifting issues. So pop a bit there. Pop that and just press that down nicely. Looks like a mess at the moment. I think, shall we go, I think we'll go straight down. And then I've got that nice little blob of glue coming through. I can pop onto there. Once that's dry, I'll be able to play with those tails, maybe cut them down a little more. And then we've got this one here, which I am going to go with some Hunkydory pad, probably about 1mm, maybe 2mm. It feels quite chunky. There we go. And we'll pop some glue on there. I'm taking it right up to the corner because I don't want to lose as little as possible of that image, but it is just a close-up of him on there. And then I think I might have, let's have a look, see whether we can get one of these to fit. So this is the Trim Me foiled insert. It is in gold, so you might have to just roll with it. Fun-filled Christmas, magical, sending warmest wishes, Christmas blessings and goodwill. I think we might go with Fun-Filled Christmas. So put that back. And you should have the measurements on there. So really we want 6 by 5. So grab my trimmer. Hopefully it's going to cut nicely. So if it was 5, it hasn't got a 6 by 5, which is our insert here. So what I can do, I hope, is if I go cut down the 5 by 5 line, yeah, because it is 5 that way, it's 5 across. So if I cut there 5 by 5 and turn that there, this is either going to work or go horribly wrong. And then we've got, so I think it should be this one, the 4 by 6. See how it fits. Let's have a little look. Like I say, it is gold, really should have been silver, but I haven't got a silver one. Going to fit in there quite nicely. So I think I'm going to use my all-purpose on it, just because I think that tacky glue, because of the water content in it, it might actually make the paper buckle, and I don't want that. So let's just move that into place. Got a good press down. Oops, we lost our bow. Come on now, behave. Okay, so that worked out quite well. And then we just want some gems, don't we, just to finish things. We've got these ones, or we've got red, I think. Red or blue. Red pearls. These. I think we'll go with pearls. I don't think I'm going to use those ones there. Let me grab my little tray. Actually, there's quite a few nice blue ones in here as well, so we can, let's grab a load, let's see what comes out. So we've got these ones, but I think that's kind of the wrong colour really. I think I like these red ones. Maybe let's grab a couple. Don't think I want to go that big. Maybe one, two, oops, and three. Yeah, I like that. That's quite less is more for me really. Okay, so let me just move those down a little bit. We'll bring in our tacky glue. And then we can come back in with our little gems. Give them a little cream. So this glue does dry clear. So yeah, quite like that. And then to do anything else, I think what I might do, very carefully because of glue being wet, is bring in my quickie glue pen, a little bit of paper, and just on this original card stuck underneath, just going to come around on his beard. Just on all these white bits. If you wanted to, you could go around all the snow. I'm just going to do it on the Santa just so that he really stands out. Right, let's try that. I'm going to be using the Deco Art Glamour Dust. Probably when I pick this up that bow will fall off again, but we will see. Might need to pop another little bit of glue on, but we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, that is nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give that a couple of minutes just to set that glitter, and then I can come in with a fine brush and just brush off that excess. So bear with me, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've just used the brush to just sweep off the excess on that glitter, so you can see just Santa is sparkling there, so it really just highlights that he's the guy that we need to be looking at. Obviously with the pearls, that little bit of glue will dry clear, so it's gonna look fine. Got that nice little insert on the inside, so I'll bring in the other card we've made today, which was that easel with the gems. No sparkle on that one, which you could totally take that to the nth degree, sparkle all of these snowflakes up. Even with this, you could put more sparkle on. If you've got any of the glues that allow you to foil, you could do those as well. Loads of bits. You could go in with a like a clear pen and make all of the little sort of letters shiny, or the present shiny or something, or these little penguins, because obviously penguins are a little bit shiny. So loads of bits you could do just to sort of take that a little bit further if you wanted to. But that's it from me today. So next time, I don't know what I'm coming back with. I did order the decollage set with the animals, because who could resist? I've also ordered some of that matte cardstock adorable scoreable and the foiled one, because I haven't got anything like that. So, and I know it will last me for forever, so I won't be using it a lot because it is too nice. You know what it's like when you get something nice, you don't want to use it, do you? But yeah, so I'll be back next time with something or other, possibly the decollage if it arrives. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Obviously, please don't forget, if you do like what I do, please do subscribe, and like, definitely like if you can, because it just helps my community grow. Thanks for your time. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye.